So this is gonna be my 3DS collection. I'll start with the consoles. I have a sealed Pikachu 3DS XL. The Japanese exclusive Charizard 3DS XL. And then the Samus edition 3DS XL. Well, that one's a new 3DS XL. That's the only new 3DS I have right now. And then as far as collector's editions and stuff like that, there's Bravely Second and Layer Collector's Edition. Radiant Historia. Perfect Chronology. It was on the DS. This is the 3DS version, updated or whatever. Pokemon Sun and Moon Double Pack. And then it comes with a code for Pokeballs or whatever. Corpse Party Back to School Edition. Kid Icarus box. That comes with the stand for the 3DS. And the Persona Q2 Showtime Premium Edition. That comes with a plushie and a couple other things. And now I'll go to the games. I'll start with the Japanese imports. This is called Beyond the Labyrinth. It's a Konami game. That only came out physically, at least in Japan. So I thought that was a cool one to have. And then there's a Capcom game, EX Troopers. That seemed like a cool game, so I got it. And then these Ace Attorney games, the ones that got ported to the Switch, I guess, were only on the 3DS physically in Japan. So there's 1 and 2 right there. And then Ace Attorney 5 and 6 only came out physically in Japan. So there's those. This one's in a black case because it's a more mature rating. And then there's the case for Bravely Second and Layer. Kirby Battle Royale. Hyrule Warriors Legends. This one's still new. Then one of the more expensive games on the system, Rhythm Thief. It's actually a pretty fun game. It's obviously a rhythm game. Castlevania. It seems decent enough. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. This one's still new. It's also for the new 3DS only. Persona Q1 has characters, you know, from Persona 3 and Persona 4. And then Persona Q2 Adds characters from Persona 5. And it's kind of like Etrian Odyssey a little bit too. Minecraft for the new 3DS. This is still sealed as well. I might just keep it that way. Dragon Quest 8 is up there in price, I guess. And this is a pretty good version of the game. And then Kid Icarus. It's pretty fun. I didn't really mind the controls. That's what people tend to complain about, but I didn't mind it. Project Cross Zone 2. Pretty big, crossover game. Even has some Fire Emblem. And Segata Sanshiro is in here somewhere too. Or one of them at least. Luigi's Mansion port. Rayman Origins on the 3DS. The Vita version might arguably be better, but I mean, I got the 3DS version because that's what I collect for, and it seemed relatively uncommon, so. Mario Sports Superstars might not be as good as the games that are just dedicated to specific sport, but it's there. Shin Megami 4 Apocalypse. I don't have the regular Shin Megami Tensei 4 yet, but this one's cool, so. And it's kind of up there in price for a 3DS game. Planet Robobot. And pretty fun Kirby game. I'm usually not super into Kirby, but that one's fun. Mario Golf World Tour. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Jake Hunter Detective Story, Ghost of the Dusk. I think this one was going up a little bit in price. But there's one like this on the DS too. Hotel Dusk or whatever. And then Dark Moon. I know it's the Nintendo Selects version, but that's alright. And then Blaze Blue. I think there's a better version of this potentially on the Vita or something. Maybe it's the Vita. But like, this is, playable. It seemed relatively rare, so. Triple Deluxe, I guess in a generic case. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. Kinda hard to go wrong with that one, and it's still new. So I guess I'll have to play the Wii version if I want to play it. Virtue's Last Reward. These games are pretty good for what they are. Like, if there's a game that's like a virtual novel type of deal, it kind of has to be interesting to like make me want to play it. And then Zero Time Dilemma as well. Yoshi's Woolly World, the 3DS version that has Poochie. So, it's a pretty good Wii U port. And apparently I get the regular label for Dark Moon as well. Resident Evil Revelations, but this one is the typo version, the typo variant that spells Revelations incorrectly. So I have the fixed spine somewhere too. Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, Game Boy Advance port, pretty nice. And they also have Bowser's Inside Story on the 3DS, but I don't have that yet. Pokemon Moon. Nintendogs, just because I thought it was kind of cool that it, it was on the 3DS as well. I didn't know for a while. Of course, Radiant Historia. Paper Jam. Mario and Luigi plus Paper Mario crossover. It's alright. It's not the best in either of the series, but it's alright. Mario Party Top 100. I asked for this for Christmas or whatever one year. Just because I thought it might be fun, but it's just, if all you want to do is play mini games, then I guess it's fun. Fire Emblem Awakening, still new. More or less saved the franchise, I guess. Not that it was even doing that bad. But, Animal Crossing New Leaf. Put plenty of hours into that. Majora's Mask. I need to finish that. Pokemon Y. Pokemon Sun new. Then I opened Pokemon Sun. Omega Ruby. That one's new, because I played Sapphire. Open Sapphire. I stood in line for that at launch day, so that was fun. Smash 3DS, I couldn't wait to get that. I couldn't wait until the Wii U version came out, so I got this one first. Ocarina of Time 3D, I finished that. It was a good version. Harvest Moon, Skytree Village. At one point I was just collecting Harvest Moon games for whatever reason, even though I'm not into farming sims. Link Between Worlds, I finished this. This was a good game. Definitely worth picking up for the 3DS. Pokemon Ultra Sun. There's a little more to it than base Sun and Moon. Another copy of Bravely Second and Lair. Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. The real expensive version of this, it has like the 3 Fates games on one cartridge, but that's the only one I have. Metroid Samus Returns. I didn't quite finish this, but I was pretty excited when it came out. Mario 3D Land. I like pretty much 100%ed this, I think. It's a real good game. Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's nice to have because there wasn't really a good Donkey Kong game on the original DS, so this one's good. Even though it's not one of the original 3 SNES ones. It's still really good. Star Fox 64 3D, one of the first 3DS games I had. And that's definitely worth having. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. I'm not sure which one's better between this and Super Mystery Dungeon. But I liked Explorers of Darkness on the DS, so figured I might like that too. Pokemon Art Academy just because I was trying to collect all the Pokemon games. Tetris Axis. I try to have a Tetris game on most consoles because it's one of my favorite games, really, just to sit down and play. This has plenty of different types of Tetris games you can play, different modes. So there's plenty of variety in that. I've had that for a long time. Mario Party Island Tour, not, amazing by any means, but it's fine. Mario Kart 7, honestly, a really good Mario Kart game. Not that there's any bad Mario Kart games, but yeah, that one's good. And then Super Mystery Dungeon. At the time, it had all of the Pokemon in the game. Mega Evolution was pretty cool, too. Sticker Star, unfortunately, I have. Sonic Generations. Didn't seem too bad. Street Fighter 4 3D edition. There is a lenticular sleeve you can get, but I don't have that one. I'll have to find it, but this is a good version of the game. Especially since there were no good fighting games on the DS. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is alright. It's just like coin spam everywhere. Dead or Alive Dimensions is kind of underrated. Or the series in general is kind of underrated, but this had some of the best graphics on the system, which is kind of what Dead or Alive is known for, at least to me. And this is a good entry in the series, I think. Tales of the Abyss. This was on the PS2, I believe, and then the 3DS version's good as well. I already did that. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I also went over 4 Ultimate. Pokemon X, I only put like 500 hours into this or so it was at least kind of fun. I didn't think it was like great in all aspects, but I like Mega Evolution, honestly, so it's just, I'm kind of annoyed that I picked Fennekin as a starter because Delphox is kind of ugly, but whatever. They're all kind of ugly. Whoops, that's annoying. The correct spelling of Revelations. Tekken 3D. I mean, the gameplay's fine, it's Tekken. There's plenty of characters, there just isn't a lot to do in the game. I think that's why the reviews are kind of not amazing, but this one's new, but I have a loose copy too, so I can play it. Also, new copy of Corpse Party that came out of the collector's edition box, the back to school edition. Brain Age. I believe this only... Oh wait, never mind, this is North American. But, I mean, this is fun. I like games like this. Like Big Brain Academy and such. This is probably one of the only decent ones on the 3DS. I think people don't like it because it, like, stops letting you play after a certain amount of time because it doesn't want you to overstrain your brain or whatever, but it's still fun when the game does allow you to play it. Ready, Historia? Yeah. last handful here. Snake Eater 3D. There's a 3DS console, like Snake Eater edition, but I don't have that. Fire Emblem Warriors on the 3DS. Maybe just get the Switch version, but Nano Assault, like the only shooter I have. It's pretty interesting. Should get it. Dream Team. Still pretty good. I need to play all the way through it before I say that, I guess, but it seems good so far. There's also a Dream Team themed 3DS. Sonic and All-Stars Racing transformed for the 3DS. Maybe just, get the Vita version, but there's this too. And then as far as loose cartridges go, all my DS ones are in here too. Bravely Default, I know it's upside down. Project Cross Zone. Stella Glow, I need the case. Etrian Odyssey. Untold, or whatever. Oh, and I do have Shin Megami Tensei 4, okay. And then a loose copy of Tekken. So, I guess that'll do it. Alright, bye.